Hello, my friends. Welcome back to another podcast, Enlightenment Podcast, where we talk about ideas that transform your life. Today, we're talking with Pippa Questions, nice lady from Belgium, and never really know how to start these shows. I found out the best way of how to start. Also, every single time I start a podcast, it's always don't feel extremely comfortable. Why? Because lots of people are looking at me, and that oof, I gotta be presentable. Can't pick my nose. Can't do many things. So this is my practice, my spiritual practice, because inevitably, ultimately, I want to be on stage someday, soon, talking to large groups of people, and doing this consistently. And if I want to do that, I want to be really comfortable talking in public, talking just like this, without any script, without any idea. And I want to be extremely comfortable in front of others. One thing I know definitely for sure makes me very uncomfortable is talking to girls. Why? Because when you're talking to a man, there's no pressure. Meaning there's pressure, you might beat each other up. That's the only really pressure that there is. You might have some physical conflicts, but there's no pressure, oh, we're going to reproduce with each other, or some fancy stuff is going to happen. With girls, it's that way. So you got to be on your best behavior.
Is there
Because,
pressure now, Shiva?
yes, a little bit for sure. There's always pressure when I'm talking to girls or with you. So it's added pressure because you're a girl and I have to. I don't want my genetics to be extinct. So God forbid I do something wrong and then you're going to scream and run out of the room.
I thought you were in full control of your intentions towards me.
Oh, well, I would like to say that. But, I'm a human being and girls are girls and men are men. So this is just the dynamic that's playing out. What do you feel about that? Do you have any thoughts to share? What do you think? Do you feel the same way, by the way? Like, do you get intimidated by speaking to men or when you're
Well, some, not all of them, but some definitely. And I don't know if I really need to be on my best behavior. It's more like when I speak to men that I actually admire and appreciate, that I really feel a deep urge to not be on my best behavior,
Whoa.
um, and to be able to show this. And uh, earlier I asked you, are you willing to see me and the fullness of me? And what I mean by that is that I have been observing this need in myself uh, to be seen by myself, but also by others in the most vulnerable places.
Yeah, that's a very deep spiritual question you asked. Are you willing to see me? Uh, yes, very vulnerable question, and I think this is a very strong need for women to be seen. I don't think men have the same desire or need. Uh, I don't know why I'm always bringing it back to this dynamic or this balance. We're different. Men and women are different, and that's okay. And yes, are you willing to open up and be receptive to life and not only have me see you, but everybody? Whoa, there she is. There's Pippa.
I guess so. I guess that's what I'm doing. Or attempting, but it's difficult.
And why do you feel like you need this or want this? What will that make you feel?
Mm, I feel that people see the truth of what I am, and I'm still able to speak speak my truth, speak from the heart, behave whatever way would be natural in a situation in which I'm alone, that I can conquer the whole world.
Hmm.
And that being true to yourself is becomes more true if other people see it happening.
You're probably one of the half dozen or dozen so, maybe a little bit more people on this earth that are women that are spiritual women. And that's fantastic to see. I see you having great capabilities and potential is there, of course, always. And yes, women want to be seen. That's definitely true.
And so
And
would you say you don't have this desire at all to be seen?
yeah, well, I do, but I want it to be more of like I'm shining my light here on YouTube, and come on, everybody see me, pay attention. But not for me, but hey, come on, I'm doing something. Please look. So I think women want someone that gives them a safe space for them to be who they are. This is something that I've always heard people, women say, that I want a man that can make me feel comfortable to express who I am and everything that I am, whatever range of emotions. So yeah, what else is it like to be a woman or to be in a woman's body? What else can you share with us? Some
I actually have a question first, if I may.
sure.
What makes you think that there's only half a dozen women on this planet that are spiritual?
Maybe that wasn't fair to say, but when I've observed girls in the Isha Yoga Center in various places and people that I know, they're spiritual, they're aware, they're wise, they're intuitive, they understand things, but they don't have the power, the potential to move things around them, so to speak. You do have this ability where you're striving to get this, to grow this kind of blue, well, it's more higher spaces. So even though there are spiritual people, there are wise girls, and okay, that's fantastic. They can teach you things, but none that are really powerful in that way. It's a particular energy that I'm looking for and very unique. So I see it in some of the girls that I mentioned online, like Teal Swan and these girls. So I see you as that potential also.
Hmm.
So tell me, how do you feel about speaking in public? Do you share the same fear as most people? Do you feel comfortable speaking in public? If you were to be put in front of a stage, would you be comfortable being seen by so many people? What do you feel about that?
Yeah,
Yes?
I think I would be quite comfortable. Um, I have experience in speaking in public and also leadership positions in various social groups. So it doesn't really scare me. Um, but I think there's a difference, or there's a big distinction between speaking about something and showing who you are. And when it comes to uh, spirituality, those kind of intertwine. Um, so I guess the second aspect is something that I'm getting more comfortable with and figuring out how to do this because it puts you in a very specific place.
Mm,
um, and I recognize what you say about uh, seeking safety in the form of a man or an environment that kind of shelters me, in which I can express. And then at the same time, there's this urge to express anyway, anywhere, anyhow. So yeah,
hmm.
finding a way to integrate these. Um,
I'm going to be more revealing now on this side of the podcast as we move deeper into the conversation that I'm feeling this way in my life. I'm fairly strong this is the way that this is. This is the case. I have these fancy beliefs and ideas of what a woman that should be in my life should be like, and I have these ideals and whatever. And then today, as I went to Costco, I don't really regularly go out, but I went out and then I went back home and I felt the difference of my home, how it is, very energy space, big energy space I have. And it made me realize, very sad to realize that likely there is no woman out there for me. At least I'm scanning the universe, scanning the energy. There is really no one that I'm thinking like this should be this way. Maybe it's because my ideals are set in a certain way or something else, but also it's just not, there's no person, ideal person for me. So it got me to think that most likely the things that I'm seeking in a woman, the things that I want, the deep feminine aspects of that I desire, I'm realizing more and more strongly every single day. These things need to be fulfilled within me. very sad to see this. You know, I can just have both. But I've had uh, different people in my life, and when I was with them, I realized, oh, this makes me confirm so much deeper that what I want is inside of me. Nothing outside is gonna make me better than who I am. So it's time for me to become better inside of myself. Similarly to you, whoever you are listening, time to build yourself, make yourself the way you want, and then something can happen. But you can't seek joy from another person. That's never gonna work. That never works. And
And what if you don't seek anything in another person, but you still be with them? What kind of relationship would that be to you?
yeah, you know, I'm living my life as a hermit. I don't see myself with anyone else. That's quite impossible. I mean, I can't do it. Physically, energetically, it just won't work. It hasn't worked yet, but I have faith. I'm 29 years old. I'm progressing in my life, and 33, 32, 33 is when big things happen for a human being. So some potential is there in the future. So I have to build myself as a man, and potential is there.
Do you want it?
Uh, yes, but no, not really, because the pleasurable aspect is of course fantastic and amazing. Yet still, it's what I need is inside of me. That's very sad to say,
That's
but
the mantra.
yes, yes, yeah.
I mean, I think it can both be true.
Well, the reason why I'm saying this is also because I see this also in you, that you are on this path, and whatever deeply you need is you need to do this within yourself. So there's no man that's going to come and protect you. And if some does, that's fantastic, really wonderful. But likely this is something you have to do within yourself because you are born in this way, you're on this path, and you're going to be a spiritual teacher. So you have to embrace this and embody this.
Big thing.
Yes. So what else?
I thought it was interesting that you said uh, that there's also just no person for you, that there is also a personal aspect to it. So not only about ideals and what you need and energetically, but just on the very human level, that you think there's no person for you.
Yeah, you know, the human needs whatever I have. I can easily meet them on my own. It's not like some person needs to help me do things. I'm okay by myself. But again, I want to share this again. This has been a deep experience for me that whenever I've seen women, you included, that I just know instantly within 1 second. No, this is just not it. And people are telling me all the time, oh, there's what you're thinking about what you're believing, it's nonsense, and you just whatever, do whatever. I know intuitively, very strongly. And in the future, this will sprout into reality, and then I'll say it. I told you so to everybody on YouTube.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing it being built.
Yes, me too.
Hmm.
The world definitely desperately needs help to learn how to interact with the both masculine and feminine energy. But before that can happen, before I can show that to people, I have to do this within myself. This has to be done properly inside of myself because you have both a man and a woman inside of you. You're seeking things inside, not outside. That's a sad reality.
Yeah, it's a bit painful.
Yes.
It is. So, why are you a spiritual teacher or a guru?
Why? I've made this intention for myself in my previous lifetime, back in Thailand when I was living as a Buddhist monk, getting old in age. I told my teacher, hey, this is not working for me and I'm gonna die soon. I need to come back again. I want to come back again. That's my intention. I want to be a young man. I want to break through all human illusions and I want to teach the world spirituality. I want to break lots of people's minds into this. And I had this realization in Burma, ironically enough. I was in a Burmese forest monastery in the Thai forest tradition with Theravada Buddhist monks. And I was meditating one day for quite an extended period of time, many hours, 5 hours approximately. And I would do this consistently over a period of 2 weeks. I would meditate consistently every day, maybe 8 hours a day. And then one day I was just sitting in front of this mountain, right next to the Bodhi tree, the sapling that was taken from the Bodhi tree and planted it there in the Burmese Pa'ak House Forest Monastery. And then, boom, flash of insight came, a memory. This wasn't my imagination. I know imagination is. This wasn't my mind making things up. It was a memory, like, oh, this happened a long time ago. And I was this guy. I was an old guy, and I was wearing the Buddha's robes, and this is what I said, and this is what I made. And instantly, wow, my strong, burning desire in my heart to go and learn everything I can and soak this all up, it made sense. Now I realize why. It's just not just an accident. So that's partly why. Second reason why is that it's cool. It's badass. I like the way that I look, and teaching spirituality is definitely what the world needs. And I will be a cool spiritual teacher. Someone
You
that,
are.
thank you very much.
I don't have this strong desire to be a teacher, though. I haven't really discovered that in myself. But maybe if I can accept an existence as a hermit.
No, I
um,
don't. I don't think that's going to happen for you. Meaning, in this way, you're going to do things the way that I do it. That's unlikely, and that's not where your energy is leaning towards. You, you're a powerful girl, and women don't make good spiritual teachers. Women don't make spiritual teachers in general. It's just not that this needs masculine energy, really kind of intense masculine energy going forward. Girls naturally don't have this, but what you will do is you will change people's lives just the way you're living. I'm sure you'll have some business or something fun you do, and just the way you're being, and you're sharing your insights and your experiences with others, it'll be a big, you'll be a big, powerful, transformative tool.
that makes more sense.
So that's why I'm investing in you in this video, and I'll answer any of your questions, and we'll talk more. This will be very, very helpful. I see you as an investment, big investment. You'll rise. You're a powerful, fast-growing stock in the stock market.
Yeah, I feel that way. Little turbulent in here, but it's good.
That's to be
It's what I
expected.
want. Okay. So when we talk about guru as a principle in people's lives, um, would you as a guru separate yourself from Sadhguru, for example?
In what sense? What do you mean?
If I were to ask myself the question, who is my guru? Is there a single individual responding to this? Because I feel it coming from everywhere.
I understand that.
And specifically you, Sadhguru, others.
It's possible one day that I will distance myself from Sadhguru, but I don't see that happening. It's not likely. Uh, if you want to be powerful, influential, and an expert communicator, you always need something behind you. Always. That's the best way of doing it. That's the most powerful way of doing it. So, I place the most powerful being or man walking this earth right now, I believe, right behind me, very appropriately. So, always something has to be behind you, and Sadhguru is behind me.
That's very interesting.
I think this concludes our episode. This is very insightful to me. included. And we should do this again. I think the viewers will be very interested to see how this progresses. And let's see where this goes. So, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a blessed day.